This is another MEMS benefit that from past metrics that we have on our website, and working with groups like MEMS Exchange, perfecting the terms, like as a role of the MEMS industry groups to help bring people together. Standardization is something that is out there. It's an important topic. We work with groups like SEMI and NIST, IEEE, etc. But the first step really is making sure that when we say wafer level packaging, that people in the MEMS community understand what we're talking about. So this glossary is the first, is our attempt to help with that. Best known practice white papers. Again, this is another product of a recommendation from a metric I think in 2008, and we continued it in 2009 and continued in 2010. You can, again, this is available for anybody. MEMS industry group members are the ones that can write the white papers and talk about their best practice. I think this one highlighted here is the one by Eric Pabo from EBG in the back there. But we've got ones from SUSE, Microline. I'm trying to think of other companies as well. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But again, it's another resource. I encourage you to check it out. MEMS Marketplace. This is a direct, again, another direct action item from Metric in years past. And the idea is that it creates sales leads for you. It's an opportunity for you as a person in the MEMS supply chain to talk about what products, what services you offer. You populate the database. It's only for MEMS industry group members. You give us that information, we populate this database, and then anyone around the world can come to this site, plug in this information. I need somebody who does TSV with blah, blah, blah. And you can plug that information in, and out pops a contact, and then that person can directly email you. It's a very well untapped resource, and that's because our members aren't always updating the information, not to point figures, but I'm sure there are folks in the audience who have not filled this out. It's something that we will be striving towards, making sure it's populated, making sure it's used. It's a great resource, and we really we hope that you take advantage of it. Again, I think a bunch of you are aware of the MEMS market data with our partnerships with Gartner, iSupply, and Yole. We do webinars with these guys. We do workbooks, like for Metric. We have a whole chunk. We actually tasked our partners in the MEMS market analyst community to give us information on MEMS fabrication. And so in the back of your workbook, and then even more online, on the online portal, is some of that MEMS market data. This is just a list. I'm actually curious. It's like a little interaction thing. I'm curious, I know that Hilton Head is the same week of sensors, but I've been honored to be asked to speak on Roger Grace's panel at the MEMS-based System Solutions Symposium on June 7th in Chicago as part of Sensors Expo. Who in the audience is going to Sensors Expo? Okay, great. I will be there. I hope to see you. We're talking about doing like an informal cocktail party. Monica jokes I'm going to be walking around with a flask. I don't think I'll be doing that. But the idea is to create that network so that wherever MEMS Industry Group is, we create that network, we bring you together, and I encourage you to check out the MEMS Symposium on that day. The whole focus is think outside the chip, much like Roger was talking about yesterday, and I'm going to be presenting the findings from today there as well. And then another show of hands, who is going to be going to the Microtech conference in Anaheim at the end of June? Show of hands. Okay, excellent. MEMS Industry Group has been asked to, we're going to be sending out an email. We're going to be offering discounts on exhibition and attendance for MEMS Industry Group members. We've also been asked to organize a panel on that Wednesday, June 23rd. If you're interested in being a participant, please see me, because it's in the works and it can happen if you're interested. Let me know. It will be the afternoon that Wednesday, June 23rd. I know the 22nd, Yole is doing a symposium on MEMS, and on the 24th, again, Roger Grace will be hosting a symposium, and Roger Grace Associates, on MEMS integration. I'll be speaking and presenting there as well, talking about the stuff we're talking about today. it's a great opportunity, and you'll see a trend here is a lot of the conferences that we go to, it's the idea of we're not reinventing the wheel. We're partnering with the groups and the organizations out there internationally. For example, Uwe, I'm going to point you out, but just a few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of being probably the only American who made it over the Atlantic and was able to present at the Hanover Messe. And it was a fantastic event, and we plan to do more. And I'm hoping to bring more MEMS Industry Group members to Hanover Messe for 2011. SemiCon West is another example where we're working with our partners at SEMI, not just on helping the conversation about standards, but bringing together MEMS, semiconductor, and creating more of that connection and network within the MEMS supply chain. I've been asked, and I'm very pleased to be moderating a panel on MEMS fabrication at SemiCon West. I think it's on that Tuesday, July 13th, right, Paula? Yeah. Okay, good, I got the day right. And then on the 15th, we have our annual, I think this is at least our 4th year, right? Third or fourth year? All right, 3rd year cocktail party, which is a huge success. We usually just take over a restaurant. Now we're being a little bit more organized and telling them in advance that we're showing up with 70 people. But it's a great place to network with colleagues, bring a customer with you. We encourage that. And so that will be on Wednesday, July 14th. And then lastly, Exhibition Micro Machine MEMS in Japan. Oh, I should have asked, a hand, who's going to SemiCon West in San Francisco? Okay, so almost everybody in the room. That's great. Exhibition Micro Machine MEMS. Again, EVAM has their MEMS Germany, Japanese Day kind of a thing. There's a international micro and nano symposium, and then the MEMS Industry Forum. It's a huge show. It's probably, at least from what I've seen, the biggest quote-unquote MEMS trade show solely focused on micro machine and nano in the world. MIG will have a booth there. Show of hands, who's going to be there? A few. Okay, Claude, Greg, and Silas. Because I know, Magnus, this is at least your 3rd or 4th year you've gone. Yeah. So it's a fantastic way to really talk about MEMS in a global way. Obviously, there's